Hey everybody. We are looking once again at stage movement today. Hope things are going well. Hope you're getting your work in. We're still figuring out some of the kinks I know of Schoology. It's always best to send me a message either on Schoology or directly to my email, and I will do my best to get back with you. My camera's still foggy because I am on a rented laptop. Mine is in the shop, so hopefully I'll get that back. We'll get that crystal clear. Beautiful footage. All right, the bell ringer. Sorry, I clicked off it. What challenges does an actor face when moving around on a stage? What things do they need to keep in mind when there is an audience? Okay. So the challenges, and you've already answered this. I'm hoping that you're thinking in terms of the movement has to look real and yet it's technical, right? Like there's a technical element to this reality that we're building. There's ways that we need to move and ways that our bodies should be that may not always seem the most natural in real life, but on the stage, we always have to be aware of what we call the fourth wall, and that is where the audience sits, and that's who you play to. What things do you need to keep in mind when there's an audience? That there's an audience, and an audience is interpreting what you're doing by the way that you move, the way that you stand, and things like that. So once again, we're on stage movement, okay? And we are looking into the different ways that we do movement on stage, how blocking works, and the basics of that. I can participate in discussion by writing my answers and sharing if called on, and I can participate in games and exercise by following instructions. So, classroom discussion. So, what happens if an actor turns his or her back on the audience when he or she is acting? So, in your interactive notebooks, there's a section. I want you to go ahead and answer these in your words, and then I'm going to talk through them. You can press pause. And you're back. So what happens if an actor turns his or her back on the audience when he or she is acting? When they become closed, right? They're closed to the audience, and this is something that should not be done, should rarely be done when acting, especially if you're the focal point of a scene. What does cheating out mean? If you didn't know, cheating out means that we always open our body towards the audience. So even if we're standing typically, like if we're standing face to face in profile, we'll turn our bodies even to the audience, even if our heads are still looking at the person. How can an actor use sight lines? So sight lines are ways of sort of looking not only at the audience or looking out, that we can choose to look or put something somewhere when we perform. And the technical aspects of acting and how we can use them. So when we're thinking about the technical aspects of acting, we need to know that, sorry. So when we're talking about sight lines, I want to make sure that I don't totally ruin this for you. So I apologize. Looking at my notes here. So, sorry. So when you go back to the idea of sightlines, we're talking about that you can't edit a live performance. So you take into account the size and scene arrangement of the place that you're playing, and you want to make sure that your audience can see things the way they need to be seen, and that other things stay out of view. And so when we think about sightlines, we're thinking about the viewpoint of the audience, what it's going to look like for them. Okay. The technical aspects of acting, how we can use them. So this is the technical aspects of movement, of playing with sight lines, of knowing what stage composition should look like. Stage composition refers to like the stage pictures that you're building. We sort of play a game in improv sometimes called stand up, sit down, bend over, but talking about levels, right? And what all those things need to look like. And this is all a technical thing that shouldn't look technical when we perform it. And so all the technique that we put into it and the technical aspects that we think through need to come off as completely natural. So warm-ups. We're going to do just a warm up right now. So I'm going to lead you in the warm up and I want you to do it. Okay. So breathe in 2, 3, 4. Hold it 2, 3, 4. Breathe out 2, 3, 4. Breathe in 2, 3, 4. Hold it 2, 3, 4. Breathe out 2, 3, 4. One thing that we do is we have things that we say in Viking theater. One of them is this. It's I say excellence is not an act but a habit. So be, and you say excellent. So excellence is not an act but a habit. So be excellent. Excellence is your own personal best every time. It's a PR. You're setting your personal record. And so when we focus on being excellent, we want to push ourselves to the best that we can do. All right, let's stretch. We're going to warm up our body first. Let's march in place, okay? So let's march 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and breathe 2, 3, 4. Hold it 2, 3, 4. Breathe out 2, 3, 4. Let's stretch. Right arm over to the left 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and left arm to the right. 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8. Ooh, hell your chest. Right ear. Stretch your head down to your shoulder. Chest. Left. Head down. All right, so we have done a little bit of stretching. We're going to put our arms out to the side. I want you to stretch them and do little circles for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Do your wrist. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Do your thumb. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Do your ring finger. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So sometimes we do isolations. We isolate small parts and parts of our bodies that we want to move. Okay, let's roll our shoulders back. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Alternate back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Forward. 2, 3, 4. Back. 2, 3, 4. Forward. 2. Back. 2. Forward. Back. Forward. Back. All right. Hopefully you're looser. Okay. So at this point, we do a focus game. Okay. So for your focus, what I'd like you to do is I'd like you to close your eyes and find a spot to sort of get in a comfortable position where you're laying on your back. I want you to breathe in, and I'm going to just be counting of breathing. And I want you just to try to focus while I do it. Okay, so breathe in, 2, 3, 4. Hold it, 2, 3, 4. Breathe out, 2, 3, 4. Breathe in, 2, 3, 4. Hold it, 2, 3, 4. Breathe out, 2, 3, 4. I want you to keep breathing. 2, 3, 4. Hold it. 2, 3, 4. Breathe out. 2, 3, 4. I want you to focus while you're breathing. And I want you to imagine that there's a ball of energy sitting on your stomach. Breathe in. 2, 3, 4. Hold it. 2, 3, 4. Breathe out. 2, 3, 4. And this ball of energy sort of gets warmer and larger and glows as we're breathing in. Breathe in. 2, 3, 4. Hold it. 2, 3, 4. Breathe out. 2, 3, 4. Now this time as you breathe in, I want you to imagine it raising up to the top of your room. Breathe in, 2, 3, 4. Now it's hovering. Hold it. 2, 3, 4. Now it comes back to you. 2, 3, 4. All right, open your eyes. Sit back up. So the point of that is it's a focus game, right? We're taking and we're using our creative imaginations to calm down and focus on something within our minds that we're creating. All right, then we do physical characterization. So here you go, real quick, a physical characterization. Take on the physical characterization of a police officer. Go. So just stand like a police officer, move like a police officer. Good. Take on the physical characterization of a person on a surfboard. Go. Take on the physical characterization of a kid skipping. Go. Take on the physical characterization of a person jamming to music. Go. And take on the physical characterization of a break dancer. Go. Last one, take on the physical characterization of a regular high school student. Go. Wonderful. All right, now we're going to shake it out. I don't know if we shook it out before, but when you shake it out, you're going to count to 8 each hand as you shake it, then foot, then 7, then 6. Okay, and you count as we go. So it goes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Right foot. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Left foot. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You do it while standing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1. And then we breathe. 2, 3, 4. Hold it. 2, 3, 4. Breathe out. 2, 3, and 4. And we are warm now. So now we can go with the next thing. So this is called go, stop, clap, jump. Okay. I want you to stand up. I'm going to say go. And when I say go, you go. You just walk around. Okay. When I say stop, you stop. If I say clap, you clap. If I say jump, you jump. Okay. So here we go. Stand up and stop. All right. If you go, you're out. Just playing. All right. Here we go. We're going to go again and clap and go and jump and stop and go and stop and clap and go and stop and jump and stop and go. Should be walking around your room right now. And stop and clap and go and jump. Should be going and jumping and clapping and stop. Good. Now this time when I say go, I want you to stop. And when I say stop, I want you to clap. And when I say clap, I want you to jump. And when I say jump, I want you to go. Okay? And jump. You start jumping, you're out. You have to walk around. All right, and jump. And go. And jump. And go. And stop. Should be clapping. All right, go. Should have stopped. All right, it gets harder, right? Because now we're actively doing something different than what's being said. Okay? This time, when I say jump, I want you to clap. When I say clap, I want you to stop. When I say stop, I want you to go. And when I say go, I want you to jump. Okay? And stop. And go. And clap. And jump. And go. And stop. And clap. All right, once again, we're moving the words around. We're getting our brains to think of things differently than what we're doing with our bodies. And sometimes that helps us with acting in that we're disassociating the way that we normally do things, okay? So I hope you enjoyed the game. So now let's talk about putting movement to practice. We've talked about movement. We've talked about parts of the stage. Here's what's going to happen. I'm going to go over an assignment in just a minute. It is a performance. Before you perform, you need to say, hi, my name is, and say your name. And I'm from Troop 3463, and today I'll be performing the show name by the author name as a character name. Okay, in your interactive notebook, there is a script that you're going to go over. Here's the performance assignment. Introduce yourself to your partner. So it's a two-person scene. Those of you who are at home, if you know other people in this class, you can Zoom together and try to film this. You also can film with people in your home. You can ask them to do the scene with you. Step 2, you need to read your scene out loud to each other. Step 3, plan out your movement. Step 4, rehearse with movement and reading out loud. Step 5, attempt to memorize. It would be best if this is memorized when you perform it. Step 6, you're going to keep practicing the whole thing with the slate, okay? And then you're going to turn it in to me, okay? There is a rubric that tells you what you're being judged on as you do this, okay? And so the question is going to be, well, what if I can't get someone to do it with me? Well, then I would say, then you need to record on your phone you doing the other part. And then you need to either press play and leave space for you to say the lines, okay? So I would record myself doing person 2. And I would think, okay, person 1's talking, and then I would talk here, and I would just plan it out like that. And then I would press play with person 2, and I would act as if person 2 was in the room, okay? But you need to work on that. That's going to be due by the end of the day, so get that done for me, and then that is a test grade, okay? So if you have any questions, let me know. Hope you're having a good day. I will talk to you again soon. Bye.